Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch, and I'm going to share a WIP parade with you today. So welcome back. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means the world to me. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Leave me a comment below. I love to say hi. I have responded back to, I think, just about everybody from the last video. So again, thank you so much for watching and for welcoming me back. And this is just going to be so much fun. So today I am going to bring you a WIP parade. So as some of you know from my last video, I'm going to attempt to do the 50 starts along with Sarah and Sally. So that's Sarah from Sew Me Sarah and Sally from Flossie Sews and Grows. It's their 50th birthday year. And I have a ton of things that I want to just get started, at least to get maybe 500 or 600 stitches into and consider it a WIP. So then when I'm in the mood to stitch on it, then I just have it ready. So before I dive into that too deeply, I would like to have sort of a record of what I've been stitching on before the 50 starts. So a few things. I have some finishes. I of course have the WIP parades. All the WIPs are here, ironed and ready to go. And I have a little bit of haul that I will show you because it's my birthday on Wednesday. Ching! Oh, this is Monday, July the 29th. So, and this is Flosstube number 20. Yay, we made it, guys. So I have some finishes that I'll show you first. Then I have some starts. I think some of them might be, no, all the starts are here. And then I'll dive into the WIP parade. So here we go. I just need to not, if you guys could see what's around me right now, you'd, it's a lot. So I did start, there's a needle in that one. I started Fairy Garden. I could not resist that little house. I just wanted this one done. So this is the first one that I've started from the Garden Club series. It's number 11. On my birthday, actually, I'm going to start number 1, which is the Basket of Cherries. But I just really couldn't wait 11 months to stitch this one. I just love it. I love it. I love it. So I have that one started. And this is my start. I have a dangling thread in the back. And it's on a piece of one-of-a-kind fabric from Hand-Dyed by Rolanda. And this is my progress so far. This fabric is absolutely gorgeous. It has some pink in it. I don't know, maybe... It's showing a lot more green, but there is some, it's more of a pinky green here, like up here. This is all pink. It's so pretty. If you haven't checked out Hand Dyed by Rolanda, I'm going to make a note to link her below. She's fantastic. She's so good. She's got so many beautiful fabric. She's a hand dyer here in Canada, and she dyes floss as well. Just beautiful hanks of dyed silk. So that was one of my starts. So these will count towards the 50. So I'll make a note and I'll kind of give a summary at the end. Then I started this one here. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this one is from the beautiful Lauren at Flossabilities. So I started her Nautical Pillow. And there it is. That's just the beginning of it. This one is on a piece of fabric from Brin & Needle from Cheryl and Patty in Newfoundland. And this one is called Mozzie Day. So if you're looking for a gorgeous, like, navy blue gray mottled fabric, this is the one. It's like this. This is about the true color. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone rang. I had to rebook a doctor's appointment, so all good. I'll give a little life update at the end, but for anybody who was wondering, I did get my CT scan results back, so I'll just pop in a quick little 30-second blurb here. Things are going fantastically well, like so fantastically well. I'm on a tamoxifen drug, and it's the tumor is still shrinking. It's down to 0.3 millimeters now, I think, and just in that one spot, a couple of little hypodensities showing next to it that used to be spots that are now not. So, you know, prayers answered, right? Like all the hopes and dreams, it's still alive. So we're doing good here. I am feeling even better now than I did the last time. And again, in the life update, I'll put in some pictures and videos of things that we've been doing for the last week. But just in case people don't watch to the end, I know people are always asking if I'm okay, and I just wanted to just put that little insert in here. So everything is going good. Energy's coming back, and anyway, thanks for listening. And back to the stitching. Oh, so if you're new here, I'm on a breast cancer journey, and if you go back and watch my last Flosstube, there's a pretty good life update at the beginning of that one, because I did take a little bit of a break just while I went through chemotherapy. So, and you know, hair's growing back, and it's kind of wanting to come into like a mohawk right now. I don't know what it's trying to do. My hair has never done this before, but I'm just going with it. So anyway, this is this is the new do. And anyway, just thank you for all of your kind thoughts and words and prayers and wishes and hopes. And it's working. Keep it coming, please. It's so great. Okay. So anyway, back to the lovely Lauren and her pillow. I'll put the picture in here again. And this one is her Nautical Pillow. Lauren has a store on Etsy. She's a new designer, newish. She's got lots of patterns out now. And she's just absolutely lovely. Her and her mom, Flossabilities. Hey! So this is where I've gotten so far. Again, this is on Mozzie Day by Bryn & Needle, and this one is Uniform Blue from Gentle Arts. That's the color of the thread. So this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I was so excited. I started this one in the car as we were going camping last weekend. And again, I'll put in some pictures for you guys at the end. It's just lovely to stitch. I absolutely love it. So wonderful. Thank you, Lauren. This was a gift from Lauren, the pattern. And I'm going to a retreat in August out at Wabamun from August 8th to 11th. So anybody that's going, I can't wait to see you guys there. And I want to have it done for the retreat so I can take it and show the girls and maybe direct them off to Lauren's shop if they're interested. So that was another start there. I need to leave this one over here. And I've made a decision on, oh no, one more start, sorry. One more start here. This one is from Stitch is So Beautiful, so I'll put in a picture here of what it's going to look like. And I just started this one since I've talked to you guys last, and I'm totally addicted. I just love it. It's the stained glass Lighthouse. I'm sorry for the dangling thread here. That's not really helpful, is it? I've been looking at this one for about 6 months for sure. Like all the time that I really couldn't stitch, this was one of the ones that I just desperately wanted to start. And this one will count as one of my 50 starts. So right now I have 3 started for that, and I have sorry, I'm off on a tangent here, but I'll come back to it. I have models stitched, but I can't show you guys yet. So anyway, this one is from Stitch is So Beautiful on Etsy. I'll link the shop below, and this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I am so excited to get it done. The day that I got the good scan results back, I pulled this out, and I was like, I'm going for it. It's 400 by 270, so it is quite big. You know, like here, maybe, right? It's all kind of, the fabric is all kind of wrangled in here. And oh, if you guys want to see how I wrap up my fabrics to get them kind of neat into the Q snaps, just let me know and I can demonstrate that in the next one. I'll have this one out and I'll rewrap it with you. I can do a little overhead thing. So comment below if you're interested in that. Some people have trouble getting their fabrics kind of lined up, so I don't know, I can help with that if you need. And yeah, so this one got started. I got into the corner here and then realized that this whole thing here is all black. Like there's 30,000 stitches of black in this. So quite a bit of 310. And I just needed to get to that color. I just wanted to see what the stained glass was going to look like. So in order to do that very carefully and many times, I counted over and over again in tens. And I would stitch 10 and I would leave a half stitch and stitch 10 and leave a half stitch and then count them all up until I got over to a certain point, and then I stitched in the diagonals. So everything that's in here will actually just be filled in with black. So if we're driving or I'm just waiting for an appointment or on a Zoom call, right? This will be my fill in. When I go to Stitch North, I can do some of the fill in there. It's just super, super easy stitching with 310. So by doing that, I managed with the diagonals, they bring you down then to the beautiful parts, right? I can't believe how well it's coming out already. The colors are not quite showing up. Maybe back here. Yeah, I don't know, but it's super bright red. It's so pretty. I love it. And if you want to see one of these, oh, I need to make a note for Karen's channel. Go over and see the Stitching Owl, Karen. Hi, Karen. She has one of these almost finished of an owl with the stained glass from Stitch. It's so beautiful. And when I saw her last video and I looked, or maybe her second last video, I can't remember now. When I saw that, I said, oh my gosh, the stained glass lighthouse has to come out. Like, I have to do that. So this is where we are. This is my big focus piece for 2024. It won't be done in 2024. I'm trying to do 300 stitches a day. And again, this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And with 300 stitches a day, I can get it done in a year. There's 108,000 stitches all together. So that was the other start. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find a space to put things here. Everything is so full. Oh, there's another start that I'm going to have right today. I've put a few stitches in this morning, but this is with Sally from Flossy Sews and Grows, and it is Feast of Friendship. So we agreed to start this one on July 29th. And I hope you girls had an amazing time at the Big Stitch in London. They were all gone away for the weekend, and Sally wanted to get some flosses and fabric, I think, for this or something. So so we have planned on starting this one today. I have it all kitted up. I'm stitching it here. It's on a piece of fabric from Picture This Plus. And I know I bought it at the store in Canmore. No, I can't. Oh my gosh, where's my brain? In Cochrane, at the Stitching Corner with Betty, and because I know this is her serging, right? And it's a piece of Picture This Plus, but I cannot remember the name of it. If you guys need it, I can go back. Sorry, this is my tiny, tiny little start down here in the corner. I can go back and ask her what I got. She has it recorded. So I put a few stitches in this morning, just up in this corner to kind of show me where I'm going to be starting, and then hopefully I'll get 300 or 400 stitches into this tonight. That's my, this will be my evening stitching. So Sally, off we go. Sally has created the sweetest hashtag for this. If you guys want to stitch along on Feast of Friendship with us, I know a few of you have reached out and said that you would like to do it. I'll put the hashtag across here. It's hashtag Feast of Friendship for Lisa Sal, which I thought was just so sweet. For coming back to Flosstube and just all the friendship that you guys have shown me. I thought that was just very, 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 very sweet. So, so those are the colors. So I need to not get everything mixed up here. I will have one more start. It's over, I believe I laid it over there, but I'll show you guys afterwards. It's Mighty Oaks will be coming up as a start in the very near future, but it's with my pile on the table, so I'll come back to that. Let's see, the next one. So then I did have 1, 2, 3 finishes that I can show you, and I fully finished 3 of my pieces that I had done. So okay, sorry if this is a little discombobulated. There's just a lot of stuff around me right now. Okay, this one, you guys have not seen this one at all yet. This was a start, a finish, and a fully finished that you're seeing all at once. So this one came from an Etsy store. I'll put the name here because I can't remember the name right off the top of my head. But I was inspired by Laura from I Stitch Birds to try some of these different European designers with all the backstitch, and I saw this and absolutely fell in love. Anything ocean, lighthouses, shells, beaches, waves, you name it. This ticks a lot of boxes for me. So I finished this one on 32 count Evenweave. It took me maybe 2-3 days to stitch this with the back stitching. It's not too bad. It's like this size. And then I went to Michael's and got this little box. It was $6. Great find. So you can get these in the wood section at Michael's. And then I just picked up some Varathane stain in the sponge brushes. And I actually have 3 or 4 of these stained now. So I'm going to use it, you know, just to stand up. And when I want, I can put needles and thread and, you know, my pin cushion and scissors and things in this while I'm stitching. So I'm going to also use it as a stitching tray. But I thought that was just so sweet. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that one was done. This one is a little mini full coverage. It's from Tiny Art Designs. Again, I'll put the name here. It's a long time ago that I got this pattern. I stitched this maybe 2 years ago. And then I found this little frame when we were out at Wabamun. There's a thrift store downstairs from the senior center where we have our retreats. And I found this little frame for 50 cents. So I was pretty excited. So I brought this home, and this is my fully finished one here. I'll put the details of the pattern again below. It's poppies. There we go. So I just love this. It just sits in a little shelf in my stitchy room. Absolutely love that. And the other one that I finished, and you guys saw me finish this one, maybe October, November last year. So I finally got around to putting it into a frame. So this is Red Riding Hood 3 from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'll put the designer's name below. I can't quite remember it now. Sorry, these patterns have been from a long time ago, so forgive me on that. But I will put it in the details below. And she is just so cute. She fits right into an 8x10. I framed her myself on 32 count Lugana and, 18 count even. 18 count Aida, Antique White, and all DMC. So I just love her. Like, strong women, slay the wolf, right? Fight the cancer, do all the things. That's me. So I just loved that. Another one that I had as a start and a finish was a tiny one. Again, I absolutely love it though. It's the Corky Quaker Whale. And this is from Darling and Whimsy Designs. And we got this one for one of our freebie patterns in our swag bag at Stitch North last year. Like, not this past spring, but the year before, in 23. And so I just stitched this one up. And it's stitched with Valdani threads. I'll put the numbers of the thread below. But so sweet. And again, it's on Mozzie Day from Brin and Needle. And they have this is a 32 count Evenweave, but they have this in Aida as well. So it's a beautiful, beautiful blue neutral. I love it. Love it, love it. So I think Patty is going to be at Stitch North in October with Cheryl for Brin and Needle. So I will be stocking up on more of the Mousy Day. I hope so. Okay, this one is also, I'm going to consider a finish because I love the bird. I don't really care for the rest of the pattern as much. So this one is Courage by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is the bird finished. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And this one should have had a big thing of roses down here and a house and the word courage across here. It's absolutely beautiful, but I just have a lot of things that I want to stitch more than the rest of this, but I do love the bird. So this one was for, we started some of these for Pam from Just Keep Stitching. Hi Pam, if you watch. I know she left a comment the last time, so I was like super excited. I was fangirling, thinking, oh my god, it's Pam and Steph. But, so if you haven't heard of their channel, Just Keep Stitching, I mean, they're like the OG floss tubers, right? So just go and check them out if you haven't, but I'm sure that everybody has. Yeah, so this is the bird. It's stitched with all of the Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works colors that were called for. And I'm going to end this one off here, but I have a beautiful frame downstairs. This will now fit into a 5x7, and this one is going to be to honor Pam on her breast cancer journey. She is a 30-year survivor. Oh my God, remind me, Pam, I'm sorry. I think it's 30-year survivor of breast cancer. So, you know, we can all hope to get there, right? All of us who are fighting and surviving, and I'm just so proud of all of us. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of energy. Courage is the right one to get through this, and to thrive through this is even harder. So kudos to Pam for her journey and all the encouragement. So thanks, Pam. The next start that I had more than I realized here. This is the last one though. This one is Sans Souci, and it's from, sorry, this one did not get ironed. It came out of the bag. Sorry about that. This one is a Longdog sampler. So this is the width of it, I believe. I think I've reached the corner here, but it's a longer band one. So I'm doing this one on 20 count gridded Aida, just antique white. I just got the top done as a start. Excuse me, but what I'm doing, this is very different for me. This cotton, it's Wonderfill. I don't know if you can see the color very well on this. Sorry, I'm moving it around, trying to get the color. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. That's a great shot of the color. And it's Wonderfill, if you can see it up here. And it's the spaghetti. So if you go, you'll see these in the sewing shop sometimes. You'll see them. You get 400 meters for $8. So this is a 12 count. A 12 count. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I've only had a half a cup of coffee here, so I'm like, not firing on all cylinders yet. It's called Spaghetti, and it's a 12 weight thread, Egyptian cotton. It's gloriously soft. It's so beautiful, and it goes perfectly on 20 count Aida. It is wonderful. It's almost like a sulky. I don't know if you guys can see the coverage here. Just wait. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Take the needle minder off. Maybe it's focusing on that. Let's see if we can try this again. The coverage is brilliant. I absolutely love it. Even more than the sulky, to be honest. I stitched Fau Fish and Chips, which is downstairs on this same type of fabric, the 20 count gridded Aida. And I actually like this more. If you like tight coverage, give it a shot. It's awesome for $8. You can't go wrong. And they have tons and tons and tons of colors, some variegated ones. But again, it's 12 weight. I don't know if I can get this to focus. If I get out of the way. Yep, 12 weight, 400 meters, and Egyptian cotton. Wonderful Spaghetti is the name of the cotton. Definitely worth a try. Okay, and those are my starts. So I don't even know how many that were. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it was a start and a finish, and 5 with Feast of Friendship. So that's 5 towards my 50 for the girls. And I'll document these and have them in my book and everything. And then I'm looking over here at the table because I have model stitches that I've been working on. So I am going to be releasing a few new patterns. I'm so excited. I have a Lost in Stitches store on Etsy, so you can go and check that out. I'll put the link below and I'll put it across here if you're interested. There's some Christmas patterns in there right now because I didn't really get to design too much since November probably of last year. So I jumped back in with both feet, and I had at the time in December I had a sampler, a 2-color almost monochromatic sampler, almost done with the model. So the model, I almost finished it. I have about 50 or so stitches left to go in it. I could have showed you guys, but I ran out of the color for one of the flowers. So I have to go and get that, and then I'll be showing you that one. So that's a little teaser that there will be a sampler pattern coming, and I have the stitching done for a set of one bigger pillow, like maybe this size, and then 4 little pillows that go with it. It's super, super cute. I'm just stitching the last one right now. I'll be finishing that, and then I'll show you that in my next Flosstube as well, I hope. We're going to be heading away for camping for a little bit, so I'll try to fit it all in. If not the next Flosstube, then the following one. But I will try. I would like to get them loaded into the store. So I have those 2, and I have another 2 designs that still need models stitched. They're just smaller, like probably this big. So there'll be a few new patterns coming. There'll be a few new things from Lost in Stitches Designs. I hope you guys like it. There will be one for World Cross Stitch Day that I will share with you on Instagram on World Cross Stitch Day, because I'm actually using it for another event. So then I'll release it to my store. So that is exciting. Yeah, so that's a little store update, and that's all my fully finishes and all of my starts. And now we'll get into the whips. So here we go. Oh my God. Okay, I hope I can remember all of the fabrics that these are on, but I'll give it my best shot. So this one here is a soda stitch. I think you saw this in my last video. I had been working at it. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Here, sorry, picture. And then this is where I am right now. So hopefully you can see that. This one is stitched with DMC, and it's all on a piece of 40 count from the Grateful Thread from my friend Charlene. Hi, Charlene. So that's one. My next whip, I haven't worked on this one in at least probably a year, but I need to get back to it. I really, really like it. I'll put a picture in of it here. It's called Red from Mirabilia, and I'm stitching it on 32 count Antique White Evenweave, and this is what I have done so far. And this is going to be absolutely beautiful. but I stalled on it a little bit because if any of you have stitched a Mirabilia and it's on paper, I totally prefer doing it electronically. I was just not enjoying having to, you know, it was just so tiny, and getting the Mirabilias to blow up properly on a photocopier, it's like, for your working copy, of course, it's really tough, right? So I have actually found an app that I'm using called Notion. I'm not sponsored by Notion. I've just used it before. And I thought, I wonder if this would work for cross stitch. So I can take a picture of the pattern, even with my markings currently on it, put it into the app as a picture in a note, blow it up, and then take my Apple Pencil and just color in. It's absolutely brilliant. It has been a game changer for doing that. It's similar to GoodNotes. Like, you can't search, but you can actually color in. I like Notion a little bit more because it has more fine points, and you can pick different colors and things for the for coloring off, that I really like. And I was used to the app, so I didn't have to learn something new. And it's just why I tried that one. If you want a little demo of that or more information, there's tons of things online about Notion. A lot of people use it for university courses, for taking notes and organizing. It can also be used for cross stitch. It's absolutely great. So give that a shot. It worked on my iPad. I think you can put it onto a computer, and yeah, I have it on my computer, sorry, and to Samsung or Android, right? So all right, so that was the Mirabilia. I am going to come back to it. It's not a huge priority for 2024, but I do love it, so I want to keep that one. This next one is from Longdog Samplers, and it is called The New Normal. And again, you guys saw this one in my last video. And here we are. Since you saw it last, I have filled in almost about half of this circle with the swan. So I took this camping with me, and it was my car stitch for while we were driving. This one is on an 18 count antique white Aida, and it is stitched with 3 colors of sulky thread, 12 weight. And it's absolutely perfect on, you get great coverage with sulky on 18 count. I like it a little bit more on the 20 count because I just like really dense stitching. But some people are, you know, that's a personal preference. So I think you can probably see, where could you see the 3 colors the best? I'll fold it over, maybe here with the elephant. So in all the animals, I put them in this variegated color with all of the little doodads and swirls and things. I put it in as the light mint green, and then the main part is like a teal blue. This color never really shows up properly on camera. I don't know why, but it's just the blue effect. It's more teal green than it is blue. But the colors are listed below in the description, and if you go to sulky.com, they have very true pictures of the colors. So if you're interested, you can go there and have a look. All right. Oh, this one got buried in here. Whoops. This was also a new start, so I have 6 altogether for new starts in this last week. I've been on a roll. I've been doing tons of model stitching too. I got those 5 almost finished. So it's been a heavy stitchy week. I love it. So this one will look like this when it's done. It's called Red Bird, and oh my gosh, I think it's heart and hand, but I'll correct that if it's not. This is on a piece of linen, 36 count, from my friend Charlene at the Grateful Thread, and this is stitched in Fau Red from Roxy Floss Co. So that's my little start. This one shouldn't take too long. I actually love stitching with Fau Red, so that one is another start. So put that in the start pile so I can keep track here. That's when I was doing my ironing. I think it just got mixed in. So, okay, this next one is here. It's called Chocolate Covered Cherries, and it's by Carolyn Manning Designs. and it's being stitched on 32 count Antique White Evenweave and the called for DMC. I'm not sure if my colors are showing up very great today. It's really bright outside. Well, this is pretty good. That's actually more like the colors right there. So I think the reflection is just, you know, we'll do what we can. So this is where I am on that one. This is about the center of that one, so I'm working on the first quadrant. The next one, I actually stitched on this one in Italy, and I forgot to show you guys last time. So, ooh, my light fell over. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, this next one, I actually stitched on this when I went to Italy, and I forgot to show you guys last time. I had this one with me. I stitched on this one for about a week and Castles in the Air for about a week. I only had a couple of projects with me. I know, right? I actually managed to travel with only, I think, 3 projects. That's a record for me. But I really wanted to focus on these. So this one is ink circles. It's called Cercle de Carreaux, and like circles of squares. And this is where I am. I'm at the halfway point. I'm so excited. I believe that it's this little diamond here in the middle. I think this one is the center. So if you can see here, this looks like it's stitched with multiple colors, but it's actually stitched with one color. It's called Deep Ocean, I believe. I'll put it across the screen here or down below. It's a Valdani thread. This is 32 count Antique White Evenweave. And this is with an 8 count, an 8 weight thread. So it's super thick. I don't know if you can see it, but I love that the stitches are kind of raised. You can see, like, it feels like braille almost, like, you know, just little bumps on the fabric. I absolutely love it. You have to be careful in how you stitch because it can get very, very tight. If you don't like a tight stitch and you like to see the clear definition of your X's, then maybe this is not for you. But let's see if I can get it to focus in here. There, you can see how tight it is there. If you would prefer, I would go to have it not quite that tight. I liked the effect for one project just to try it. But you could go with their 12 weight in the same color and it wouldn't have that same dense feeling. But it's almost like a tapestry. Like, I just love it. It's so, so nice. So yeah, that one will be continuing on for this year. It's basically a monochromatic piece for me. I love, love, love those. Okay, so moving on here. This next one this is what it'll look like when it's done. This is called Fruits of Plenty from Modern Folk Embroidery. And I'm doing this one a little bit different. I'm doing the reverse of some of the portions. Just like in here. So this normally shouldn't be like the vine stitched. It should be everything else stitched and then it's in relief, right? But I wanted to take down the stitch count a little bit, and I saw Stitched ID from Indonesia. She's on Instagram. You have to go and follow her postings. Oh my gosh, everything that she has stitched I want to stitch. Like, it's incredible. It's just a feast. She has so many beautiful projects, and that's where I got the idea for this, to do the reverse. And I even used the colors that she used. There's 4 colors in this. It normally calls for 2, I believe, in this one, but I've subbed it in with 4, and I'll put the DMC colors below. So this one I had a little snafu about a year ago. This one has been a WIP for over a year. And I had this portion here like this. I had this stitched over here. Almost all of it. And when I came back around, like when I came around a little bit, it didn't line up here. It just was totally off. So I spent the better part of a morning frogging on this week. So there's not a lot of progress. I did get back in this part just so I know where I am and I have something to count off of that's solid, and I've recounted again. But the mistake that I made was just counting down here on this one here. I put in 1 extra X. Oh my gosh, how I did that, I don't know. And then it's still lined up over here because they came in on this side, but by the time I got down to the bottom ring, it was just off. So I would say at least 300 stitches came, if not more, came out of this, and I, you know, scrubbed it all and I got it all kind of back to good. And I'm starting again, but it was causing me to not want to work in this project because I had to do the frogging. I broke one of my own rules. So I have a rule of myself. If I make a mistake and I find it, I have to frog it out then. I just stick with it and I frog it out, because if you put something away with a mistake in it, it took me about a half an hour of looking at this thing and I could not figure out where I had made the mistake again. I just got mad when I realized that I had made a mistake and I put it away. I didn't make a note, and you know how it is, right? When you're that far into a big project and you feel like you've screwed it up. So advice maybe is to just sit and get the frogging done. I never make myself restitch it. I usually frog something and then I'll go to a different part of the pattern because I just don't want to look at it anymore, right? But that one is back on the books, let's say, because it was in a serious timeout for about a year. So I'm excited to be stitching on that one again. This next one here is called Farewell to Anger, and it's a Leonid Afromov piece. This is a full coverage piece that I got from Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is where I am on this one. I love, 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 love the colors in this. As you can see, it is 100% confetti. So if you're going to do this one, you know, be aware, but it's gorgeous. If you see the color palette for this, it's all blues and reds and yellows. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And here's my tiny little start in the corner. So I think, let's see, I've got the gridding done. So this here, yeah, this is the center right here. So it's a pretty big piece, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that one. I have also started another one, which is coming up here. That's more of a priority than this one, but it's got a good start, and I'm happy about it, and I like the fabric, and when I'm in the mood for confetti, this is the one that I can pick up. Okay, keep going here, guys. Thanks for sticking in with me. All right, here we have Summer Quaker by Leela Studio. I think in my last video I called her Lola Studio. I'm so sorry. I was a little rusty, kind of getting back into the lingo. So yeah, Leela Studio, and this is Summer Quaker. This one is for Samantha's birthday start last year from the Huga Stitcher, and it's a Live in the Sunshine Sal. So I started this along with them. It's on a piece of 40 count fabric from the Grateful Thread. It's quite like a blue-green modeling, kind of like there, I would say is a good color. And this is where I am on the full coverage piece on the 40 count. I haven't worked on this one in a little bit. The center is almost done, so I just need to start getting that seaweed border going, maybe around the edge. And yeah, as you can see here, just kind of get that in and get the words in, and then I think I can really go off in any direction with the Quakers, which will make it really super fun to stitch. So I'm glad that I did the center first. It was a ton of stitching, but I love it. So absolutely love that one. I can't wait to get back at it. All right, this next one here is from Bent Creek, and it's called Everyday Provides. It's on a piece of 40 count linen from the Grateful Thread. Again, I have a lot of Charlene's fabrics because we go to retreats with Charlene, and she comes and sells her glorious, beautiful fabrics, and I just can't help myself. So it's just beautiful. So this one is, okay, this is gonna look like when it's done. every day provides, or each day provides. And this is where I am. This is the 40 count linen. It's very, very, very cute. This little red house here is halfway, so I should be working on this one a little bit more. But that's where I am on that one. And then on the other end of this fabric, same fabric, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. It's called Long and Winding Road. And this one, personally for me, just spoke volumes about my life in the last 10 years of on my breast cancer journey. This past May will mark 10 years for me as a breast cancer survivor. And I'm just so happy to just still be here and fighting and feeling so well. So that's, you know, there's a lot to be said for that. I'm very happy. So this is my progress on Long and Winding Road. Again, it's on 40 count, and it's with the called for colors, Classic Colorworks from Blackbird. I love, love, love this one. And so I need to get back to both of these. And again, by having the Notion app, these ones were both on paper. This will really speed these along. Now, I was really hesitant between it being on paper as a pattern and then on 40 count. It's like, oh my God, I really need to be in the mood to do these. So, but with the Notion app, I'll fly right along with those now. So that's great. I'm super excited. Sorry guys, I need a little drink. So this next one is here. It's a chatelaine. It's my first and only chatelaine. I'm absolutely loving stitching on this, but I desperately have to be in the mood to do it. It's one of those finicky, picky ones with back stitching, and it's kind of been parked for about a year, but I really, really love it, and I want to get it done. It's I should do a daily thread for this. I think that would really put it over the edge. Again, the biggest problem that I had with this one is that it was on a piece of paper that I was coloring in, and the print on this thing, the squares were so tiny, I could not get it to blow up properly for a working copy. I don't know how those patterns are done, but but anyway, I can take a picture of this now and put it into my Notion app, blow it up, and then I'll be able to see like all the back stitching and everything. It's going to get so much easier. So anyway, I'll show you where I am. This is Mini Mandala, and as you can see, I've got quite a bit done, right? This is Mini Mandala 3. And I've got the back stitching done for these little, in here, for these things, in 2 of them. I would say the back stitching on that took me at least an hour for each of those squares. And I'm normally pretty fast at it. But that was just incredible how long it takes to, but again, with the Notion app, I think with the zoom in, I think I can do that a lot faster. So, and I've got the beads all in the middle mandala here. Like, it's just stunning. It's so pretty. The museum stitcher is also stitching this one. So I'll make a note for her channel too. She's got some great projects. If you're not watching her, go over and have a look. But she was the one where I saw this pattern. I was like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. But I don't know how far along she is. I haven't seen her most recent WIP parade. So we'll see if she's got it done, or I don't know. I haven't kept up with that one, with that project. Okay, the next one here, this is another Longdog sampler. Keep hitting the desk. I don't want to make you shaky. This one is called Holiday Romance, and it's one of her picadillos. So this is a smaller, okay, it's going to look like this. I think I'll put the picture in here. It's one of her smaller ones. So it's here, and I'm stitching this on a piece of Brennan needle fabric that I got at Stitch North last year. It's called Midnight on the Bay. It's the most beautiful. This is about here, true to color. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of fabric. I'm so excited to try and get more. I love it. It's a piece of, it's linen. Yeah, and I believe probably 32 count linen. Hang on. Can't tell in the dark ones. Yeah, it's 32 count linen. And that's the corner that I have done. I just wanted to get this one started. I started it maybe just at Christmas time. And I'm stitching this with these beautiful silk threads. This is beautiful. So any white cream stitching that I have to do, I will sub out something like this that I can stitch with one strand, even if I'm using a 32 count. Because I don't like the way my stitches, whatever, even when I railroad, I don't like how they look with 2 strands of DMC white, or it's just not fluffy enough and they look twisted, and I just cannot get the white stitches proper. So if you see on here, this thread is it's one strand. I'll try to. There we go. And it's the 30/2 number, and it's from the Silk Studio on Granville Island. So if you remember, you guys were with me for the Castles in the Air stitch and finish, the one that I just finished in my last video. That blue, this is the white version of that. It's a little bit fluffy. It puffs up nicely in the stitches, and I'll give you and you get for, don't quote me, I think it's like $18, $15, something like that. You get a huge hank, and it's all handmade silk. Like, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it works like this. So I'll try to do a close-up of my, hopefully these stitches are okay, but here's a close-up of my stitches. I think they look better than the DMC. They're still not perfect because, you know, it's just white. But I've got one little loose one here. Yeah, I think to be okay. So anyway, this is Midnight on the Bay by Bryn and Needle from the girls in Newfoundland again. And that is another one of my Longdog samplers. All right, moving along. I have, oh yeah, that was progress on that one. This one here is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is called The Visitor from Blackberry Rabbit Designs. This is the older company of Fox and Rabbit. Fox and Rabbit has evolved into, from this. Anyway, I did, you guys saw this one in my last video. I haven't done any work on it since, but it's on a piece of 32 count Murmur from Picture This Plus. And it's stitched with all of the called for colors. And this is just the bird kind of shaping up in here now. Lala D stitches Laura. You have to watch her channel too. Oh my gosh, she's so fantastic. I need to make a note for hers. She and I are doing this one as a very casual stitch along. We started it at the same time, and I think we're both just kind of picking at it, but I absolutely love it. My mom has finished this one, I think, right, Mom? I think so. Yeah, and she loved it too. Okay, this next one here is from Blackbird Designs. It's my Moonlight Visitors. It's from the Anniversaries of the Heart series, and this is the progress I have on it. So I started this one in my last video, and I finished off the border, I filled in the tree, I put in the moth, and now I'm starting in on the house. The colors in this are just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Like, love, love, love it. And this one is stitched on. Again, this is one that I bought from the Stitching Corner. It's a piece of Picture This Plus, but I don't remember the name. So I can get it for you from Betty, but it's gorgeous. I wish I had more. I need to go back and get the name of these because it has just this little pink purpley hue to it that's not really catching in the camera, but it's gorgeous. Love, love, love that. So that's my progress on Moonlight Visitor. Okay, so this next one is Blue Rhapsody, and it was started for Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher's birthday last year. She did a number of starts last year. I can't remember how many now, but a lot for her birthday, one of her big birthdays, and this is how far I got on it. And I absolutely love this. I can't wait for it to be done. It's gorgeous. It's on a piece of Darling David from Those Missing Stitches. And I'm using the two called for colors. So this is Those Missing Stitches. So she also has a Flosstube channel. You need to go over and check her out. It's beautiful. This fabric was a gift from her, actually. I so appreciate that. Thank you. And these are the two colors. It's navy and sky. There we go, from Weeks Dye Works. All right, so that is, again, 32 count Darling David, and it's called Blue Rhapsody. Fell in love with that pattern. Okay, this is another, this is what it'll look like when it's done. It's called Bonded by the Rain, and it's a Heaven and Earth design with the artwork by Leonid Afromov. And this is my progress on it. So when I started Farewell to Anger, this was started at the same time, but I actually prefer this pattern. So I'm working through this one. It's almost to the corner here, maybe to, I have the gridding right to here. That's the corner. So I'm going to work my way over to this corner and down the side, and then the gridding, that's half of the gridding. So this will be the halfway mark right here. So it's not huge, right? It's probably to here and then here, you know, kind of like that. Anyway, this one as well has a ton of confetti in it, a ton. It does work well in Pattern Keeper though, so I'm very happy with it. Just need to get back to it. It's one of those that you have to be in the mood to do the confetti in order to stitch on it, but it's really, really pretty. I love it. Okay, this next one is from Longdog Samplers, and it's called Quilts, and this is where I am. I might have shown this one to you guys in the last video, I believe, because I had stitched on it in the last 6 months, but I haven't added anything this week to it. Oops, there we go. So I'm right down to the final border, and this one has a couple of trees on the bottom here. There's another tree here, and then there's like a clothesline with 3 quilts on it, and then that one will be done. So I'm pretty excited about that. Everything is done so far on this one, right down to that point. So that should be a finish this year, I'm hoping. This one has been a stall because I just did not want to stitch all of the black. It's the Boreal Forest. Here, I'll put, sorry for my throat. I'll put in a picture here for you guys. Okay, sorry. So I started stitching and it's just all black. Like, oh my God, there's so much black. So what I'm going to do on this one again is to do the diagonals and create some blocks of just fill in. And then I'm going to actually get to the colorful swirls, which are about here somewhere in the sky. And I think that this one will move along. I want to do the Lighthouse one before I put any stitches into this one. So this one is, I want to do it. I absolutely love it. It's a nice start. Like, I know where I need to go. It's in Pattern Keeper. But this one is going to be parked for a little bit. I may do the diagonals just so I have the fill-in available if I need fill-in stuff for a Zoom or something like that. But I think that's it. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it to this. And then I'll do the Lighthouse one first because, you know, there's only so much time. So that one will be parked for a little bit. This next one came from May 2021. I think if it's wrong, I'll correct it below. I think it's May 2021, Cross Stitcher magazine. And it is Simple Things, I believe was the title of it. So this is where I am on this. And it's on a piece of 40 count, again from the Grateful Thread. It's got this beautiful peachy blue modeling in it. I absolutely love it. I tried to center it here so it kind of looks like a sunset over the house. And the top part was probably the hardest. The bottom part has more words. I got down to here on this fence and had to count, and it just completely stalled for me. Again, it's a paper pattern. So this one will be going into my app, and then it should move along. It's being stitched with 311 Valdani thread. There you go. So that is the thread for that one. This next one right here is another Carolyn Manning Designs, and it's called Sapphire, and this is where I am on that one. There's a lot of white stitched in around there, but it'll all be filled in with color, so that should really pop out once it's done. It's kind of like this color purpley. I really like it. It's the first one that I've started from the center for Carolyn Manning, and I really like that. I started my chocolate covered cherries from the upper left corner, which is where I usually start everything. But I like this because then you can kind of make the pattern, right? You kind of get it. It shapes out as you get to see it. This one is symmetrical, so I did that. The chocolate covered cherries one is not, so it didn't really matter. This is where I am here. And that one is, yeah, it's called Sapphire. It's one of the minis on the bottom of that sheet that I just showed you. I think it's the second one in. This next one, I'll put a picture here. It's Little Red Sampler by Pansy Patchwork and Quilts. This one is Lingering. It's on a piece of 36 count Roxy Flossco linen with Fau Red, and it's so close to a finish, guys. Like, this border here is at the bottom. Like, come on, I just need to do the school and just kind of get on with it. So this one is also a candidate for a daily thread. So I'll keep that one off to the side maybe. Okay, this one here is from Tiny Modernist, and it's called Stitching Mends the Soul. I have been working on this one for the better part of 2 years, which is ridiculous. But what happened is that I stitched it, I substituted in colors, which I rarely do, but in this case I lost the floss card and my notes. So I have this much done, and I'm not 100% sure of the colors that I used. So I just need to get back to this, pick out all the colors, find out which ones they are, put in the words. Like, you know, I mean, there's maybe like 200 or 300 stitches left here. It's not that big a deal for the stitching, but to find all those colors again, that's where it gets a little dicey. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just make up something and keep going. The flowers are done at least. So what's left across here is just a couple of spools. So at least if I could maybe match the spool colors and then just pick any color for the words, I think maybe that's what I'll do and just get this done. So this is also a piece of Roxy Flossco, one of a kind fabric that I got at Stitch North. Beautiful, beautiful. This one is another start of a Longdog sampler, and it's this way. The thread goes down. And this one is called, I believe, oh my gosh, I think it's Holiday Romance. If not, I'll put it across here if I've got it wrong. I think this one is Holiday Romance. And again, it's one of those Picadillo ones. It's a smaller one. and it's being stitched with 939 on this glorious piece of fabric from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. Look at this fabric. I'm in love. Like, her fabrics are just so stunning. She's on Etsy. You guys have to go and check her out. She's just amazing, super fast shipping, and everything that she shows on there is very true to color. I know Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne, if you're watching again. She was interested in some of the fabrics, so I took a picture of some of the collection that I have. I probably have a dozen pieces of her fabric by now, and sent the pictures to her. So it's just glorious. So another Canadian hand dyer. It's opalescent, if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's just so sparkly and beautiful. So I absolutely love this one. I started this again in December, I believe it was, when I finished Quinto Acuto. I just wanted to get a start on it. There's no intentions of finishing this anytime soon, but I just had to do something on this fabric. I just fell in love with it when I got it. So yeah, so this is another one that's it's a start. It's not a focus right now, but it's in the works at least. This next one here is another Heaven and Earth design. I'll put the designer below. It's called the Bookworm Fairy. In my last video, I realized that when I showed you this one as one of my full coverages, the picture came up as like you know, go see my Instagram. So you didn't really get to see in the last video what it was. So here is the actual picture of the finish. And then this is where I am on this one. This is one of my favorite full coverages. I love, 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 love the colors in this, the blues and the teals, and oh my gosh, love it. It almost looks sparkly with the way the stitches are put in here, with the few cream colored ones. They're just so pretty. So I love that. This one will get intermittently some work. I'll probably make it a focus piece for a week here and there. But again, the stained glass Lighthouse will be the focus near daily for that one until it's done. I absolutely love it. So you should see that one in every, I would say, in every Flosstube. This next one, I showed it to you. It was a start and an almost finish in the last one, but I didn't come back to it. I just put it away after my Flosstube and totally slipped my mind. So this one is what it will look like when it's done. It's Jardin Privé. It's called a Petit Corps, and it's just like the little heart. And I'm so close to having this done, folks. Oh my gosh. I should be done. So what's left is the center of this flower gets like a checkered deeper pink, and then there's back stitching on the flower and the leaves. Like, for real, people, this is a half an hour and it's done. So this will hopefully, I'm going to leave it out, and this will be a finish, because I said the last time this will be a finish for next time. Yeah, I forgot about it. So that will be hopefully a finish for next time. Okay, 2 more to go, guys. This one here is from Scattered Seed Samplers, and it's called Little Wren. And here she is. Oh, she's so cute. This is 36 count with 1 strand of the called for colors in DMC. And it's on a piece of 36 count cream and sugar linen. So, so pretty. I love this one. I can't wait for it to be done. So that's another small that should just really get a thread a day and be done, right? This next one in my last WIP is called In the Library, and it's from Mojo Stitches over in Australia. So this one is where I am on In the Library. Again, this was another paper pattern that had stalled because if you look here, there's just so many color changes. But it's what makes it look beautiful. So this is probably going to see more time now because I can put it into the app and color it off, and that'll be so much better. So this one here is like a nice stained glass lamp. I think that's where I'm going to start next because I'm excited to see that come to life. And it's all stitched with the called for Cottage Garden threads from Australia. So if you haven't checked out their threads, I don't have them up here, The next time it shows up as a WIP, I'll bring the colors so that you can see them. They're down in my craft room, craft area. Not really a room yet, but yeah, so I have this much progress on this one, and this will come up again, and I'll bring the threads to show you the next time. So there we are with all of my WIPs. Oh my gosh, I did not count. I'll probably count afterwards, but you know, it's going to grow. I definitely just wanted to have some record of what you know, what I was stitching. So I've got 6 starts done for the 50 starts, and I started the 5 pillows, and 4 of those are finished, and the 5th pillow is started, but it's done. So I don't know if I'm going to count the models or not, because I really want to stitch my other projects, right? So we'll see how far I can get along with it, but I have been stitching a lot on that, and it's just not ready to show you guys yet. So hopefully in the next Flosstube you'll see that as a finished project. And like I said, I did stitch on my sampler model for Lost in Stitches Designs. That will be finished. Like I said, it's probably 50 to 100 stitches left. I just need to get to St. Albert to get the week's dye work color that I need. And okay, that's it for the WIP Parade. I think I'll stop it here. I'm going to clean up for a second, and I will be right back with some haul and a few birthday things that I have and my plans for the next week. All right, thanks guys. Okay, so let's start with sorry, there's a truck leaving here with a big thing. I'll just wait for 2 seconds because then he'll be gone. It's probably loud. I'll start with my plans for the following week. So like I said, my birthday is on Wednesday, so I'm going to have a couple of birthday starts. So maybe I will start there. As I went over in my last video, I will be starting the, sorry for the crinkling, the Spring by the Sea, Summer by the, Winter by the Sea, oops, and Summer by the Sea, which is the one that I will actually start on Wednesday, and the Autumn by the Sea. So I have this whole series. I have the kits for each one of them from Jeanette Douglas. I bought the set Stitch and Stash Retreat at the West Edmonton Mall last year. Jeanette was the guest designer at that retreat. It was absolutely wonderful. So this is the one that I will be starting, Summer by the Sea. So if anybody wants to stitch this along with me, it's absolutely stunning. I was watching the Potty Mouth Stitcher, her last WIP Parade, just this week, and she has this about half done, and it just totally motivated me to say, yes, this is absolutely the one that I want to do. It's so pretty. So the 4 parts are individual, but they make up one square, right? And then this is the fabric. Sorry for the crinkling, guys. This is the fabric that I'm going to stitch it on. This is from the Grateful Thread from Charlene, and it's a piece of 32 count even weave. In this pattern, you definitely, from what I understand, there's lots of specialty stitches, so you would have to stitch it on a 32 count even weave, or there's beads, and I think it was 32 count that she recommended for that. So I will be starting that one on Wednesday, maybe tomorrow even, because on Wednesday we have plans. We have plans to go out. My husband is planning a magical mystery tour for me. So this is something that we do for each other. You guys might think this is super goofy, but we plan magical mystery tours. And so what happens is that one of us will plan a whole evening, dinner and theater, or anything, cooking classes, like you name it, right? Where we have things planned for the other person, but they don't know where we're going. So for my birthday, Paula has planned a magical mystery tour, and we'll see. I have no idea where I'm going, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then on Thursday, we will be going camping for the long weekend. So I'm super, super, super excited about that. Just to get away, we're going to Banff again. And before I don't want to just jump over this. For anybody that has been impacted by the wildfires in Jasper, I don't even know how to say how sorry I am and how much empathy I have for you guys that have been displaced. Jasper's a beautiful place. It has a special place in my heart and my husband's heart. And we watch the news, and to see one of our treasured places that we love to go camping and hiking, and we've spent a lot of time in Jasper, and to see it so damaged, it just broke my heart, to be honest. I can't believe that has happened, and my heart goes out to all of you. You're in my thoughts and prayers and well wishes. You know, we will rebuild, right? Stay positive, and you know, at least everybody got out healthy and safe, mostly, I think. So that's the main thing. Everything else can be replaced, but you know, we're all still here, right? So stay positive, and yeah, hopefully we'll get back to Jasper to do some more hiking. About half of the town, I think, is still there, so that's good news, and they were able to save some of the infrastructure. So thoughts are with you guys, and Godspeed, right? Okay, for my next birthday start, so if you watched my last video, I have these 3 things planned for my birthday starts. So one is the basket of cherries here from the garden series. I don't have the pattern up here with me, sorry, but I'll put a picture in here. I'll be starting that one on Wednesday. I have everything that I need for it now. I'll be starting the Summer by the Sea tomorrow on the 30th, because that one I think is just going to take more focus, and I just want to sit and enjoy it for a few hours with a cup of coffee and just really get into the satin stitches and understand how to do it, right? So that one I'm going to start tomorrow instead of my birthday, but it is for a birthday start. And then this is the other one that I am starting here, A Heart Remembers, and it's a 5-piece series. So I'll be starting the moment the alphabet here. I'll see if I can find the picture inside for you. I'll be starting that one. How can I do this without showing the pattern? I think I can do this. Okay, so it's this alphabet one here that I'll be starting. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is what it looks like all stitched with one piece here. So I'll be doing that. I think I'm just going to stitch it all as one across. I want to be able to stitch something with you guys where maybe a group of us can get together and stitch 5 different pieces. But for this one, I've been looking at it, and I think I just want the continuity of the border to go across. So I am going to do this one just as one solid piece, but I would like to come up with something where I create some kind of a patchwork. So if people wanted, say, more details on this later, I'm just brainstorming, right? But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below for sure. You know, if we all came up with little pieces, I would love to have a patchwork sampler of stitching from my friends. So if people could stitch just like a little tiny thing and send that to me, then I would make it into one big piece to have from all of my stitchy friends. So maybe that's something that we can coordinate. I'll think a little bit more about it, but and maybe people don't want to stitch and just send it away. I don't know, right? But I would love to have just have that as stitching from so many people, just a tiny little thing from each of you. So let me know down below in the comments if you're interested in doing that, and if you do, I'll I'll stitch a big thing for the middle, and then I'll put all of your stitching around the outside. And yeah, so just let me know if you're interested. Send me a message, or my email is listed down below. I'm on Instagram. You can get me there for messages. So that's just an idea that I had. But this one is going to be just all stitched as one piece, and I'll start this one here in on Wednesday, on July 31st for my birthday. Yay! Okay. Sorry, get the tidy up here again. The next start that I would like to have in the coming week, I'm going to take it camping with me, is the Mighty Oaks. Okay, I need to find the picture. Some of you have probably already seen this, I'm sure. Ugh. Okay, what page? Mighty Acorn, it's called, 48. Again, I showed this in my last Flosstube. It's called The Winds of Autumn. Out of all of the books that I have, I think this one is my favorite. There's just every pattern in here is something that I want to stitch. So I can show you this here. Ooh, this one. So Mighty Oaks from Little Acorns Grow. I love the little squirrel on the bottom. I'm going to stitch this one for my son Caden, for when he gets older. So that one is going to be started this week. If anybody wants to start that along with me, let me know. I have all of the colors here. I'll try to show it. The colors are all here. They're glorious, like so pretty. And it's going to be stitched on a piece of 32 count cream and sugar linen. Okay, so those are the immediate starts that I know about I'm going to be doing. So it's the Summer by the Sea, Basket of Cherries from Blackbirds, Mighty Oaks, and A Heart Remembers. So those are the ones that I want to start at least for the next week. And get maybe 400 or 500 stitches into each one. So I have that all done. And now I will show you a little bit of Happy Mail that I got. I just thought that this was so sweet. This is from my friend Debbie. Hi Debbie, I know you watch all the time, and we've been chatting back and forth through email and messages, and she sends me these just sweet, glorious cards. She wrote like a beautiful message inside, and this is just so kind. You know, when you open your mailbox and you get Happy Mail, it's one of those feelings of like, oh, somebody remembered me. Like, it's just so nice. So thank you, Debbie, for that. I so appreciate it, and I just really appreciate it. So okay, so that was my Happy Mail for this week, and now on to a little bit of haul. Just a little tiny bit, but it is my birthday, so I ordered some things from Kohana. I broke down. I ordered it straight from the store in Japan. And Kohana is a Japanese company that produces scissors and fine embroidery things. Sorry for the crinkling. So I got a pair of these little mini yellow snips, one of their anniversary colors. Love that. They're just so tiny. I got this needle rest, ceramic needle rest, just to lay on the table or in your stitchy box. And I got my first pair of Kohanas. So I'm so excited. This is how they come wrapped with a beautiful braided gold thing around it. I just took that off. And then inside they're all wrapped up. And yeah, this is the braided thing that was on the outside. Because of course I had to open them. I haven't used them yet because I wanted to show you guys. But I had to show them. These are beautiful. With the little tassel. I love them. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Kohanas before, but these are my newest prized possession. Absolutely love those. So that was my birthday gift to myself. Every year I splurge a little and buy something just for me that I really, really want. So, and then I went to the Stitchy store for a visit, of course, because I needed threads to start some of the things for A Heart Remembers. I still was missing a few threads for that. And for a few other projects that I have in my 50 for 50. So I picked up these. I've got a bit of a snarl of threads here, but I did get a lot of the colors that I needed that I was missing. I picked up a piece of Fiber on a Whim stone, 32 count Evenweave. This is a beautiful purpley color. I might start one of these things on this. I'm not sure. Maybe even the ocean one, the Stitching by the Sea. I don't know, but I really love the color of that one, so that got me. I picked up a piece of, oh, this is just the bag, but it was the 18 count Aida that I used to start the Lighthouse piece. That was one of the main things that I went for because I wanted to be able to start that on that day. So that's already in use, so I had to start that project. This one is Wilbur from Teresa Kogan. Paolo loves pigs. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stitch this for him. This is Wilbur. So he'll be started at some point. He's not part of the 50 for 50. I might get a spur of the moment thing and start him up, but right now there's no plan. But super, super cute. Just wanted the pattern. And then I found one of the books that I was missing from my Blackbird collection, When the Leaves Fall. So they actually had this book here, and I had to get this one. So this one is also part of my little birthday splurge, because I normally, I don't know, you only have a birthday once a year, right? So treat yourself. Yeah, so these are some of the patterns. I really like this one here, the long one, and then the little drum here. There's just beautiful, 10 different projects in here. Oh, this one's on the back is beautiful. Look at this sampler. A Token of Love. Gorgeous. And oh, this one is so sweet. Yeah, just beautiful autumn stitching. So if you're interested in any of those, this is the, oh no, there's a pattern there, sorry. There's just so many cute ones. Sky Full of Birds. Just really sweet smalls, right? So I'm going to pick something out of one of these, a couple of these books that I have, and finish it on this little sewing box that I got. I'm so happy about this one. I ordered it online, and it's just a tiny little box. It's not very big. You can take it to retreats, and I'm going to try to open it without dropping it. So it opens up here, and then you can pull this way. Obviously, I think you guys have probably seen the bigger versions of these, of course. Ooh, there we go. And then it just opens. So you can have this just laying on the table, like across in front of you, and everything that you need can be in here and safely stowed. What I'm going to do is, oh, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. There. What I'm going to do is stitch 2 of the Blackbird designs and finish them on the top. So then it is really my custom sewing box. Very, very happy about this one. And there, yeah. So that was my, my goodies for my birthday and things for this week. So it's been awesome visiting with you guys. I am going to put in some videos and pictures at the end for a little life update. If you were just here for the stitching, I completely understand. Thanks for hanging in this long with me and watching my WIP parade. It was just so fun to share everything with you guys. I love doing WIP parades. And yeah, thanks for hanging in there, guys. Happy stitching. For the life update, I'll put in a bunch of pictures and videos at the end. I think that'll pretty well summarize what we've been doing for the last week and a half. We went camping at Two Jack Lake in Banff, which I'll put a picture here in case you don't want to hang around and watch all that. But it's an absolutely pristine, stunning place. It's so nice. It's in one of the national parks. And we just spent the whole weekend there camping and stitching and reading and walking by the lake. And we went out for dinner at our favorite vegan restaurant in Banff. And it was just such a lovely, lovely weekend. I can't say enough about visiting the mountains. We absolutely love it. So we will be heading back there actually to the same place again this coming weekend for my birthday. I managed to get 2 weekends this summer, which is really rare. I had to book it in January. It's just crazy. People come from all over the world to camp and experience the beauty in Banff and Canmore. So we're very lucky to only be a few hours away from that and get to enjoy it pretty regularly. So we'll be heading out there on Thursday and not back until Monday. So that's really, really nice. Yeah. So well, the kids will still be home and stuff. They have work and everything. So it's just Paolo and I going for the weekend. And we kind of had planned for everybody, but all 3 of them have jobs this summer. It's so fantastic. So, you know, they're just busy and they're at that age, right? 16 and 17 and 18. So it's like they're, you know, all with their friends and everything. So we're just going to go and enjoy a nice quiet weekend together. Again, I'll, you know, not a whole lot new other than the CT scan results were fantastic. I'm over the moon thrilled with that and the care that I'm getting from the Cross Cancer Center. I can't say enough thank yous to them, the doctors and the staff and the volunteers and the lab techs. It's just a well-oiled machine over there. I just love it. So thank you to them for all the help and care. And okay, enough waffling. I'll just put in some videos and pictures and stuff here. It's been great visiting with you. I'm so excited. I should be back. I'm not 100% sure. It'll be within 2 weeks. I'm going to try and get the models stitched and finished so that I can show you in my next Flosstube. But like I said, we'll be away for a little bit. So, and then when I get back on Monday, then I have a retreat on Thursday that I'm gone for Thursday to Sunday. And then I'm flying to Vancouver on Sunday and meeting up with Paolo and Anna to do a canoeing trip for 10 days. So it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. But it is going to be a little bit busy. So I am going to try and fit in a Flosstube between somewhere around the 6th of August. I'm going to hope for that Tuesday, Wednesday in there somewhere. And then it will be likely 2 weeks before I'm back again after that because of our travel plans and things. The summer is always really busy. So I hope everybody is enjoying the Olympics and, you know, go Canada, woohoo! And all of our U.S. friends, yay, go U.S. too, right? So, yeah, anyway, waffling. Keep going. Here's some pictures and videos. I hope you enjoy it and enjoy your stitching this week. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe. Thanks.